What is poppin', fam? Spanic here, and in this iteration of the IBL coach interviews, I am joined by the Jennings God himself, HeavyMetalPokeman, the coach of the Colorado Mamoswine.
Hey, what is up, metalheads? What is up? It is HeavyMetalPokeman here, being interviewed.
Yes, you are, and this is just how the interview is gonna go. Just gonna ask a series of general questions about how you feel about the league, your league experience, and maybe we'll get to some fun ones, to some more fun questions at the end. So if you're ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Let's do this.
Okay, so first question is, what was your first ever draft league experience like?
First ever draft league experience. So I wanted to be in the GBA like super mega bad after watching Shady, as most people do. And I'm like, well, how do I get in this GBA? And then I'm like, well, there's probably no way I'm going to get in. So made my own league. It was called the PBL. It was Pokemon Battle League. I drafted a bunch of interesting mons, made it to playoffs, and then lost because I was terrible. I think I ran like the same sets every week. Had like Galvantula, put up webs, and then try to win with like Superior or Scizor or Entei.
Well, you gotta start. Really, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta build that sort of competitive fan base before you jump into the bigger leagues. So on that note of first ever draft league experience, what was your first ever playoff experience like?
So against my good friend, MyTurkeySub. It was like our third time battling, and I played really bad. I was like, all right, I need to keep my Superior around because I know he loves his Suicune. He's going to keep that around. And if my Superior goes down, I just lose. And what do? I let Superior go down to Poison Jab Haxorus. And I lost like 3-0. I was sad. But not as sad as Turkey was after his championship loss.
Yeah, well, his shame it didn't go. Your first playoff experience didn't go as planned. All right, so now we move on to the questions pertaining to the IBL league. So, what do you hope to accomplish in this season of the IBL?
Uh, this season of the IBL, I hope to accomplish an actual positive record. So season 1, I made playoffs with like a 5-6. It was 5-7 -2 record. I made playoffs because my division was that bad. Made it all the way to the championship, and then lost terribly.
Oh my!
Season 2, I was like 50-50 for like most of the league, and then I just tanked at the end. Season 3, I had to drop out. Season 4, I came back in at the end. I needed to win out to get playoffs, and I lost my first match back on like the most uphill battle ever. But I was glad that it was only a 1-0 loss instead of Mega Aerodactyl just giving me the business. So this season, we're going to get a positive record. We're going to make the playoffs.
I like your positive attitude. I really, really do. Hopefully, you could accomplish such a feat in the IBL because it looks to be fierce competition this season.
It's gonna be tough. We got the Golden Dragon. Brendan's pretty good when he's not taking his millions of naps. We got another GBA D-Leaguer in there. It's going to be tough.
Oh, yeah, it will be. On the note of tough competition, though, is there anybody playing in the league that you have circled on your schedule? Like, is there anyone you're looking forward to facing the most?
Brendan and MyTurkeySub.
Grudge match from your first playoff game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and Turkey, we go way back, so it's like a bitter rival. It's like a friendly rivalry, like a brotherly rivalry. There we go. That's what it is. And then Brendan's just fun to shit talk with. So week 1, get ready for his Twitter to blow up with the roastings.
We might be able to see that come week 1. Okay, On the note of people you want to face, is there anybody in the entire community that you always wanted to face in a league?
Anybody in the entire community I've always wanted to face?
Yep.
Shady would have to be the one. I mean, he's the one who got me into the draft league, so he'd be the one that I'd want to, be in a league with and face.
All right, now we move on to more, more fun questions, I want to say.
All right.
Okay, what was the best meme set you ever brought that worked?
Best meme set. I don't think I've ever brought a meme set that actually worked.
Well, you never have?
No, I tried a meme, but it just ends up being like just a bunch of setup stuff that attempts to work. Like I tried that against Austin, and instead all I brought was it was like supposed to be everything was supposed to baton pass into Latios, and then I was supposed to like stored power sweep. So it wasn't really a meme, but like everything was supposed to like set up and sweep. So it wasn't really memes, but I mean, I had like Swords Dance, Taunt, T-Wave, Explosion, Life Orb, Quillfish.
Now that's a set.
So I thought it was gonna be cool. Like I figured I'd like taunt something and like T-Wave stuff, so it'd be slow, and then I could set up and maybe they'd get paralyzed, so maybe I get to like +4 or something. So I have like a +4 Life Orb boosted explosion.
That would be that would have been really, really nice if it worked. So next, what mon is your old reliable? Like, is there a specific mon that you always draft?
Well, if I tell you, people are gonna draft it.
True, I suppose, but
they're gonna snipe it from me, But my go-to, like my security blanket, as I call him, is Arcanine.
Yeah, Arcanine, bulky fire types, very, very nice.
So I like it. It's got the intimidate ability, so it can be defensive, but it's got that nice priority with extreme speed. So, it's like able to pick off some stuff right at the end. It's got Will-O-Wisp. It can do a lot of things. I keep trying to get it to be like an offensive Z-Mon, but every time I bring like a super cool Z-Mon set with it, like it never works. Everything just kills it instead.
Okay, next. Next. Actually, let's go with this one. What was the biggest rage moment you ever had in your draft league career?
So season 1 of the IBL, this guy was like the worst guy in the league, right? I think he had like 3 wins. 2 of his wins were against me. Every time is because Hoopa was freaking blind and would miss my super good prediction on Focus Blast to kill the damn T-Tar. And he would miss.
Yeah, focus miss.
I'm like, I had the game won. All I needed to do was just kill that T-Tar with this Focus Blast, and it missed.
Well, that's what the old saying is. T-Tar lives a Focus Blast 30% of the time.
So that would be it. Was both games. Like I had the prediction of like he was gonna bring in his dark type, and I clicked the button and I'm like, okay, it's going down right here. He's gonna double into it, and I clicked it, and sure as shit, he went into Hydreigon, missed the Focus Blast. Goes into T-Tar, missed the Focus Blast.
Yeah, we hate 70%. It does not hit 70% of the time.
I always tell my friends, I'm like, it doesn't matter if the move is not 100% accurate. The percentage that it says it's accurate is actually the percentage that I'm going to miss. So Will-O-Wisp is 85%. That means 85% of the time I'm not going to hit a Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, that's facts right there, facts. All right, so the last question. You are guaranteed one Ubersmon in a draft. What Ubersmon do you draft and why?
What Ubersmon do I draft? Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. See, last time I drafted Aegislash, and that was pretty fun to use in the Ubers League. In Season 1 of the ICBA, I didn't draft an Uber at all, and I got roasted for it.
And you still
Who
swept
would
me with
I-
an Nihilego.
I still swept you with a thing, and you thought Don Van was gonna counter.
Yep. Gen 7 just came out. I didn't know it got Grass Knot.
Like I knew that Don Fan would come in. I'm like, as long as the rocks are up, I think this thing just dies.
Damn.
But well, I don't know who I would draft in an Ubers league. I guess it would depend really on where my spot is at the time. I want to maybe go with like Blaziken, Mega or regular. I think with the speed boost, I think it can actually be like a viable mon. Even though it's like Ubers in Smogon, I think it should be allowed in more leagues. I don't think it's that good. It's still a glass cannon. Like, if it can't get many kills in regular mode, I don't think the speed boost is going to help it much.
Well, that's all the questions I got. So, any closing comments, Eric? Or Heavy Metal, whatever you want?
Eric, Heavy Metal, whatever. No, I mean, just be sure to stay tuned, because we're gonna take this thing. We're gonna finally get our ICB. We're finally gonna ICBA. Now you got me thinking about that league. We're finally gonna get our IBL championship right here. It's not gonna slip away. We're not gonna lose to Deebs, or we're not gonna lose to people at the end.
All right, well, you heard it here first, folks. Your Colorado Mamoswine are going to be the IBL champions for the
Season 5 champs. We're coming.
So definitely stay tuned to the IBL channel. There'll be all the coaches will be, well, most of the coaches rather, will be having their interviews be up on the channel. And so until next time, I am Spanic.
I'm HeavyMetalPokeman.
And we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.